Popcorn Squad. How are y'all doing today? It's a Monday. I'm not going to say it's a pleasant Monday. It's a Monday. So if you're going back to work or getting back to your usual routine, understand. Hopefully, I can provide. I'm on mute. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. How are we now? Can we hear anything? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. It's kind of weird this morning. I'm not sure what's happening. Now it's working. Cool, cool. Oh, I gotta start this spill over again. All right. As I was saying, it's a Monday. We're having Monday problems. So this is to be expected. But wherever you are today, just I know you're probably getting back into the routine. I know you're probably dreading the start of this week. So hopefully my presence will make it just a bit more easier as we lead into this Monday talking about some heavy topics. Um, First things first, announcements. I'm getting old. I can feel it now. I've had a whole birthday last week. So my I can feel some pains that I didn't think I'd have, but we're going to power through that. And thank y'all for your birthday wishes last week. It was really endearing. Um, from my clients as well as like my friends and people I just haven't even met before. It was really, really awesome. Um, Second thing, what was the second thing? I wrote it down. Okay, second thing, I want I we're streaming on YouTube now. I had going ahead tweak some settings, so now instead of me downloading and re-uploading our question of the days and talks from the previous um streams, it's just going to be available right there. I'm just going to tweak it, tweak the title, make a few changes, and everything will be just set there right there on YouTube. So if anyone wants to go back and watch some videos on any talks we had or question of the days, how I navigate them and talk about any fresh material, it'll be available right there. Uh, it's great to have some coffee this morning. And also, yeah, thank you for bearing with me with the audio difficulties because, like I said, I'm a small streamer. I'm still trying to get my stuff together. Um, we just not got down to a routine. The only thing I want to do, as I've said in the past, is not focus on income, but focus on making a small community which can come in here and hear me talk about mental health issues, mental health topics, ask questions that need to be asked, and hopefully I'll get something out of it. Because one thing that I'm about is mental health and people having it. Even if people can't afford it, I would love for y'all to be in here, talk with one another, listen to me, add my 2 cents in, designate some techniques y'all might want to hear about because a lot of people don't know about different modalities when it comes to mental health. So I am grateful for y'all coming in here and just trusting me with your day and getting something out of it. With that said, we might have some heavy days. We might leave here a little emotionally raw, but I hope you get something out of these days. Um, we're going. Another thing is we're going to continue this format we've have been having. I'm going to try to find some more in-depth games we can play, just like Nikkei. I know, right? Who thought we wouldn't get a big conversation out of a game dedicated to um, Gooner gamers? But they touched on some great topics that got me even emotionally invested in it. So we're going to find more games like this that touches on insecurity or navigating relationships. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. Kingdom Hearts might come up. Uh, if when it gets when I get time around to it. So expect games like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, anything with some in-depth story that goes into emotion, maybe even something goes into politics. I do want to talk about politics at times because political stances are very important these this present day, considering what we are dealing with. Um, Share your stream on with my Blue Sky and unscroll the page for you. So there you. Thank you very much for that. Like I said, I want to build a small community. So seeing someone that puts me out there just to have other people have a place they can go and listen to someone, a therapist that gives mental health topics. I really would like my community to reach out to others and give them something if I can be considered something uh, important. That brings me to the question of the day because that was something that came up recently that I want to touch on. What do you owe yourself? That's our question of the day. What do you owe yourself? Um, I'll I'll even put that in the chat. Like, let's see, cause that's want to talk. Like my stream elements, I'm trying to get used to it. But what do you owe yourself? And what I mean by what do you owe yourself is that self love, honesty, boundaries. We all talk about that when it comes to our own mental health. And I want people to be checking on that. What do you owe yourself? Um, of course, I'll answer the question myself as we go on. But I want my chat and people who view this video to think about that because it is a big thing to think about ourselves. People think ourselves. It's a big thing to think about ourselves. People call it being selfish, but actually, it is good to think about yourself because we have needs too as people, and sometimes we deal with people in society that push us to meet their needs. And I don't mean just friends, I mean work environments. They push us to work 40 hours a week, sometimes more, much more than what's needed. Or our family wants us to sacrifice our own identity at times in order to save face or keep down drama. But no, we deserve respect, self respect. We deserve self love. We deserve to be heard. We deserve to express ourselves. And so I want you to be honest this morning about what do you owe yourself that you haven't been given. And we're going to do that while we're playing Nikkei because from our previous stream, we could see that insecurity played a role and not owing ourselves trust to others. Like we was keeping there was this method of isolation. And the thing about isolation is that we're not opening ourselves to bonds. And so that made me think about today's question of the day when I was going through my book. And I was like, that was very interesting last week. And as much as I want to do a full psychological delve on a Nikkei like Velvet, we like I'm afraid Nikkei doesn't provide that much depth into each of the characters individually. It was fun for what they offer, but like I said in previous stream, the turnaround wasn't realistic. But the games have to wrap up, and wrap up a story and get to a resolution, a happy ending as quickly as possible, especially since it's a gotcha game. But I digress. We still want to keep on. We still want to keep on thinking about what do we owe ourselves as people. Um, let me let me get into things. So I want that desktop audio to play a bit. Hmm. So another thing I want to touch on is, oh, I just had it in my mind and it blanked it quickly. Another thing I want to touch on would be questions that y'all might have. If y'all have something that wants to be a topic, I'm free and open to it. You can message me on my Discord. You can message me via wherever I post, Facebook, or even on my YouTube posts, make some requests. I might make a Discord channel for unicorn therapists in general and make it so I'm accessible and have our community have somewhere we can congregate when I'm offline. I was hoping to keep it simply to Twitch, but the more media, as I've seen it, the more media, the more opportunity people can connect. So hopefully we can have that available for others. Last but not least, which I remembered, we're going to end this stream around 9:45 because I have clientele earlier this morning than usual, and I also have some responsibilities I want to get to today. So don't hate me if this isn't a long stream. I'm trying to get some longer streams down. Hopefully I can be in my office one day in the evening where I'm just available for a few hours streaming and having these conversations with y'all. Most likely going to be a Friday because Friday is the least busy. Friday is me scheduling. Friday is me doing secretarial paperwork. So it's a little tough being a therapist while also being a streamer because I'm trying to address the community by morning, and then I'm trying to address individuals in the afternoon and evenings. So hopefully I'll get something down where I can be more ready for my community. And even if it's an hour, 30 minutes, I'll be available for y'all. If y'all have any other deals, I'm open to them. Like, I'm more than welcoming to anything from the streaming community because, like I said, I'm still new to this. I'm small time. I'm learning as I go. But above all, I appreciate the support y'all been giving me. So let's get into things. Last thing we were doing was we were playing Nikke, and we were going through Velvet Story. So let's do the routine things today. Oh, we got some friend requests. It's been a while since I played this game. When I mean a while, I mean from the period when I started last week. From then to about a year ago. And so I'm behind everybody else. But I'm still getting these friend requests from people. And I'm still getting these opportunities to catch up. I guess it's catering to an audience that's just getting to the game, which is cool of them. And I heard they're in an arc where they're going towards a climax in the story, according to some friends. claim my free stuff here. Daily, monthly. Like I said before, this game has an interesting like soundtrack. So if you like some good music, feel free to
the Raise and Rebuild Workshop.
Feel free to check it out on YouTube, because I know I do most of the time.
Come again if you need anything.
Let's see. It says I can reset it for free. That means I get something else for free. Yes, it does. Interesting.
Hope you put it to good use.
So chat, how are we doing today as far as our mental health? Where are we today? I want to start by asking that. Are we anxious? Do we feel as though we're lacking? Are we slow? Are we amped up for this week? Because Mardi Gras is right around the corner. It is hard to believe. And if you're from anywhere other than Louisiana, Mardi Gras is a big deal down here, and it's going to be quite busy. That's another thing I want to address. 2 weeks from now, I will not be available. I will be taking Monday off in order to go to Mardi Gras with a friend.
I'll wait for you here. Please come back soon.
And that's going to be one of my few experiences with Mardi Gras, because it's been years since I've been to Mardi Gras. Let's claim our stuff. Level 176. I wonder if that means anything. Wipe out quick. I'm not a parade person. A lot of people know that, but I will bear it if it means to go and have fun with my friends. So I'm being a little self-sacrificial there. Going to outposts. But hey, some of y'all might love Mardi Gras, and that's okay. I just have a thing with large crowds. So we leveled up our Nikkeis. I didn't know we can do that beyond 200. That's something new to me. Okay, let's do some advising. And if you're not familiar with advising, it's where you talk one-on-one with the Nikkei and get them to open up with you, which is kind of my thing. How ironic. But in this case, even I give some quite a few answers, because the answers on here is so limited, and there's a right or wrong answer you can give to them individually. Start with Alec. Let's advise. I love winter. Nothing beats a clear winter day. Can you guess why? Because it's dry, because you like the cold. I don't... See, this is what I mean by it. There's really no, answer that's obvious. But hey, that's with people in general. There's no wrong answer when it comes to, responding to someone. Let me rephrase that. There's no wrong answer in guesses when it comes to simple trivia like this, because you're just trying to get to know someone. And so I'll ask something like, could you like the cold? Oh, I guess I never told you. Because they will correct you even if you're wrong, which is not a bad thing. I'm not a fan of the cold. I'm more into dry weather, because that's when static electricity builds up. Interesting. That tingling sensation is pure ecstasy. Now
will
that's-
give you the honor of playing the great gaming classic Boom with me.
Now that's interesting. So I'm wondering, is that a thing? Because they're not girls or women; they're kind of they're machines. So I'm wondering about that in general. Why is that a thing with them? I'm just move my chat box a bit because I can't see it clearly. All right, Heron. Let's advise, see where this goes. Follower, do you think we'll ever see the day where there are no raptures on the surface? I actually like this question. It's a hope-based question, but I believe we will. Yes, perhaps one day. Rather than risking your life for no reason, it's better to have a dream to work towards, no matter how implausible it may seem. I like her. She's hopeful. You must keep believing in that.
Don't forget how kind I've been to you.
Oh, a witch Heron. So that one was easy because basically it was a hope-based question, and we talked about that last time about having hope in a time where there's none, and ironically it was talking about that with the ice situation in Minnesota. And just to rehash that stream, if y'all haven't seen that stream, feel free to go back and look at it, because I said a lot in regards to hope. You have to look at progression rather than the overall totality of what things are. For example, we had Friday where there was a lot of protesting against ICE. We had last night at the Grammys where we had a lot of message towards people saying they rebuke ICE, and a few snaps at MAGA in general. I heard Trevor Noah took a shot at Nicki Minaj, which was not on my bingo card this year, yeah. I did not see Nicki Minaj going MAGA being on my bingo card, or Kanye West apologizing. It's been an interesting year. And it's only February. So, but as said, that progression meant something. It meant people are working towards shifting morality back to where acceptable standard, I should say. No longer did they want to suffer under silence. They didn't want this administration to retain its grip on reality, this insane grip on reality. And that says a lot. Like 12%, only 12% people that were Republicans actually supported what was happening, while the other 88 didn't accept what was happening. That was an insane statistic to learn in, and that statistic comes from Grounded News, by the way. I like to reference my sources because I do not like to spread misinformation, and misinformation is rampant. Misinformation is one of the tools this administration has been using in order to have this grip on reality. But I digress. That was a crazy statistic to learn, because in the past we've seen that well, I'm saying past, like this was forever ago. In recent years, it's crazy to believe this is still a thing recently, but in the recent years, we've seen people in MAGA who have accepted some kind of Fox reality. And it's so depressing that other people around it just say it is what it is, which sucks, because that indicates a sense of hopelessness. But if anything, that's why I liked Harren's question. Let's work with Jiltine. Let's advise. See where this goes. My eye feels more uncomfortable than usual. Do you think it's all right to lift the seal for a moment? I don't know the backstory of this thing with her eye, so I'm not sure how to answer this. And not only that, but the questions are restraining. I would say yes. I don't want to discourage her just because of someone higher up. So I'll just say not here. I should have figured as much. Are you worried I'll go berserk? Don't worry. You're my only deterrent. Well, apparently that was a supportive question. Answer. That was a strange one. I really want to like get more information individually on these Nikke, but there are so many to go around. I know about Morin simply because I love women who are in power. Hint, hint. But let's see. Rosanna always accuses me of being ignorant. You don't think that, do you, Cadet? I gotta say, I don't like these answers. Going to lurk, then head out. All right, thank you for stopping in, Dragon. Like, if you're still lurking, feel free to like listen to anything, or if you have any questions or anything you'd like to add, feel free to do so. I always love feedback when it comes to conversations about mental health or the world in general. Where was we? I'd say you're more innocent than ignorant. No, you're still calling her ignorant in a way, from my perspective. But you're saying that it's in a lower content. So no, you're smart as a whip. She is a leader after all. You don't need to blow smoke on my behind, Cadet. I'd rather you told it to me straight. Lying is the ultimate way to curl. I'm not lying though. See, that's why I like these answers are like, these answers that they give me are so strange. Sakura. I believe she's some kind of mafia leader, if I remember correctly. I found a new confectionery shop. The treats there come in all sorts of shapes. Flowers, animals, human faces, and kind of unique formations. They've got lots of materials their customers can use to create their own confections. Well, I went to a shop like that. Why don't we go buy some sometime? Why don't we go and make some together? Let's go make some together. Sorry, but I'm not all that interested in cooking, especially with the kind of confections they have at the shop. There's a lot involved in making them, so I don't think I'll go. Well, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? I do, a matter of fact. You know what? Let me write that down. I do want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I want to play it online sometimes just to chill out. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel a lot. And then the DD Dynamite, Different Dimension Dynamite meta came in. And I got so tired of that same strategy ending me without getting a turn. I was like, this is ridiculous. I have no choice but to get blown up at the start of every freaking match. Like it. so I didn't download anymore on my PlayStation. Then I downloaded again on my PlayStation after a few months, thinking that the DDD Dynamite format was going. But no, people still use that. And I was like, it was the equivalent of watching Wile E. Coyote get blown up all the time on Looney Tunes. I felt like the damn coyote. I was getting tired of losing instantly every time. So I rage quit. I ain't gonna even lie on that. Call it my what I owe myself. I owe myself patience because I didn't have the patience. I don't have patience for things like that at times. I love dueling. I played Blue Eyes on Rank and Rocket Red Eyes for. I played Blue Eyes. I love Blue Eyes, especially. But what I loved more was the Red Eyes Metal Dragon. And well, it was a Metal Morph deck in general because not only did I use Red Eyes, I used the Flaming Swordsman and Metal Zoa as well. And so, and it was a burn deck. So it was awesome. So if I couldn't overpower the opponent with Sure Power, it'll burn too. So I love that. I love that deck in general. I actually want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. It's been quite a while. And I also love, I still collect heroes when they come out. I'm thinking of doing a hero deck in a game. Do it. Heroes are still one of my favorites. I think they're cool. I just love the different combinations you can come up with heroes. Favorite was always getting, well, that was Neo-Spacians, but I always tried to favor getting Elements of Hero God Neos out just because I like this art. But Neo-Spacians barely have any support, you know? And I want them to change that. I keep checking in on the game here and say, did they release any new Neo-Spacian support yet? Anything? Like, anything that'll just get like Neo-Spacians out or make it easier to fuse into Neos God? Very little. I have hope, but I can see they're focusing on other things now. Which decks are popular now, I wonder? Because last time I checked, it was Ghost Trick and it was, and Mystical Space Typhoon got support, which was wild because I was like, this standalone spell card now has stuff with it now. So that was crazy for me to learn that Mystical Space Typhoon actually has a format support. Let's do Marciana. Oh, she's a teacher. I remember her. Drones are all the rage with the student body. I can't tell how many classroom windows have gotten shattered because of them. Wow. I'm trying to think about how I should handle this. Is there any way to encourage them to fly their drones outside? You should feed them for flying drones inside the classroom. I'm gonna go with the second one. If we crack the whip too harshly, straight off, it'll result in a backlash and end poorly. I've got to think of a way to spin this situation to a positive. I agree with that.
Are you planning on sticking around in the future?
I can agree with that. Like, you don't want to get any negative consequences from being too lenient or harsh. But, and again, in my opinion, you do want to exercise good boundaries and make things just unacceptable. But I suppose it's different for a teacher. I'm not a teacher myself, so I can't say. I've taught once. It was a total nightmare. I do stream Yu-Gi-Oh! And on stream on my PS5 on Twitch, but I also can see you streaming it on stream or PlayStation. I think it's for PC too. So I can definitely see myself streaming it on PC. I'm definitely going to try to download it because I wrote it down on, I wish I can show you, but I wrote it down on a Blue Cross Blue Shield letter. But along with Kingdom Hearts too. So it's one of the games I do want to stream. You'll probably see me rage because I'm very competitive when it comes to card games. When I lose a card game, I can be very, what's the word I want to use? Controversial. I'll regress to a childish state where I start talking about your mom. It's all in good fun, but some people don't see it that way. But I'm very competitive when it comes to card games. But I'll go that distance for y'all on stream, I suppose. Just remind me to watch my mouth, please, because I don't want to get too out of hand, because I will, like I said, I owe myself a bit of patience. I'm gonna skip Kilo, because I see other people down here. We did Kilo last time. Mihara. Let's do Mihara. And simply because she's a favorite. The line between pain and pleasure is so thin. Huh. Sometimes you're being crushed by pain you can barely take, and then the next moment it crosses the line into intense pleasure. Doesn't it make you curious, Commander? I can actually answer this. I'm curious, but it kind of scares me. New things are always a bit intimidating. Don't be scared. We can take it one step at a time. I'll show you everything. Oh, wow. I watched a video of painful parkour fails with my heart. Oh, wow.
Commander, I'm more and more excited.
This game isn't afraid to go there at times. I will admit that. But she is right. New things can be scary. I'm surprised I have all these Nikkei at rank 1 on the. I probably didn't invest a lot of time in, but I got a lot of rank 10s. Let's see. What should we do next? We'll go to someone lower like Rupee. Advise. Sweetie, how's it hanging? Catch you on the flip side. Yeah, my point exactly. What is going on? You're so adorable when you're confused. I'm trying out some new slang. What do you think? Totally rad, right, my dude?
Hey, sweetie. You know how much I care about you, right?
Support your friends when they're trying something new. Or be honest with them and just say, I don't know about this. This is not a catch. Let's do Maiden. I want to do Maiden because I saw someone do a cosplay of Maiden and that was interesting. So I'm actually interested in her character. Like Dragon, I gotta catch your streams when you do Yu-Gi-Oh! A matter of fact, I had intended to like follow you, but I wasn't on my other account. I mean, on my other computer where I can have access to my account. So I'm gonna follow you. Let me follow you now. Matter of fact, let's see. Open a new window. Yep, I got you now. I got you followed. Oh, I missed what she said. Sometimes it's quite suffocating. Is she referring to her mask? I'm saying she can secretly take it off sometimes. I can't do that. If my boss finds out I take it off, she'll get mad at me. I can see that you're disappointed, but there is nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
I love you. Sorry, was that too sudden?
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I still love you.
Huh. Very affectionate. But like, yeah, Dragon, I put you on follow now. So just let me know when you stream again, or it should come up when notifications come up.
I can't let the others see me like this. You're the only exception I'll make.
Now let's see. Let's get into Alice Diary. Let's see. Upgrade Alice skill to level 4. Is her skill not level 4? I don't remember anything about. Oh, I didn't level up Alice at all. I thought I did. Let's see. Charge Wonderland. Satisfy this condition right here.
To me.
All right. Now let's see. Skill 1 to level 4. I gotta pay more attention to what I'm reading. Goodness gracious. All right, let's do this. Claim. Let's see, clear simulation from 4 and above. Complete all day forfeits. Okay, I got that. So that's enough of that, I suppose. All right. What events do we have? Oh, the daily login for Velvet. Let's see. Welcome back. I suppose the campaign for me coming back to Nikke. Welcome back. Missions. Awards. Oh, there's a lot of goodies in here. Okay. Oh, we get a Nikkei. I remember Drake. She's nuts, but I remember her. I think that's why I quit last time. There was so much stuff that overwhelmed me in this game. All right, let's look at these messages. They always have interesting dialogue. Hey, old timer. What are you doing? I'm working. Sounds like you're busy. Are you tired? A little. What do you do when you're running low on energy? I drink something sweet. I'm not gonna lie. That is me. A wonderful choice. We're so compatible, you and I. Whenever you're feeling tired, you should drink something. It just happens that I'm walking past the cafe. Would you like me to get you something? That'd be nice if it's not too much trouble. Not at all. What flavor do you want? What's on the menu? Let's see. Hot grande for you iced coffee with caramel softened whipped cocoa. That is a lot of sugar. A venti caramel steamed smoothie. Topped with green matcha syrup and extra almonds. Belorda. Yes, I have no idea what those I have no idea what on earth these drinks are. Really? They all sound delicious to me. Should I just buy whatever sounds good? If I let her do that, she'll end up buying everything on the menu. Actually, I've got some more to be, so maybe next time. I don't like that answer. Like I said, I don't know what's with this dude and his beating around the bush, as I'm gonna say it. I'm more of a direct person, because I can see a quick consequence of this happening. She's going to buy everything on the menu regardless, just because he couldn't be up front and tell her, hey, no, just buy me one thing, anything, one thing, and that'll be it. That would have been a more acceptable answer than what he just gave. Really? Too bad. Next time you have to come with me to the cafe. Sure thing. Well, I guess it turned out okay. But still, I don't like how he went about that. Because, like I've always say, honesty works best. Because you're as well as exercising your boundaries. Is that you, moron? The one who called me out here? Just so you know, I don't work with just anyone, but only those I approve. But it's actually pretty easy to gain my approval. All I have to do is answer my questions. Understood? Got it. Okay, here comes the first question. I just answered the first one. What do you mean? You asked me understood, and I said got it. Oh, right. You gained my approval. Looking forward to working with you. Okay, since I'm working with you, everything's gonna be better from now on. You can start being happy now. Lol. What? Are you laughing at me, moron? You told me to be happy, so I laughed. I thought you were laughing at me. Come on, be happier. Lol. I don't like LOL. More. Lol. Phew. Well done. I'm looking forward to working with you. Huh. Well, that was a strange interaction. Number 7. There's been something on my mind the past few days. Would you care to listen? Having trouble finding a willing test subject? Haha. That is indeed one of my concerns, yes. But this is something much bigger than that. What is it? It's my glasses. The ones I wear whenever I conduct an experiment. Whenever I get too focused, the lenses get keep fogging up. Wonder where I'm listening to. Once that happens, all my focus goes right out the window, and I don't want to do anything. So as you can imagine, it's a real conundrum. Do you think there's any way to stop my lens from fogging up? Is she hyper-focusing? Is she on the spectrum? I can So basically, she seems to hyperfixate and hyperfocusing on something, and when something distracts her, it goes out the window. So I'd gamble she's on a spectrum, especially since she has a routine. How we doing today, Chris? I'm doing just fine. We're just playing Nikke and getting some lessons about communication out the way. Because, like, before you came in, like I've been saying, I really disapprove of this character being around the bush. So we're getting lessons on what not to do in conversations. And we're getting so few answers to use when it comes to this. Use contact lenses? No, I can't do that. My glasses are part of my identity. I can see that. I can't just toss them to the side. Why don't you create something that prevents your lenses from fogging up? Can she do that? That's not my area of expertise. I thought so. Although, well, if there's no steam coming off of my breath, I might be onto something here. How is that possible? Thanks for advice, number 7. If I ever bring the experiment trial, I'll be sure to use you as a test subject. No, wait. I gotta get back to work on my project. Take it easy. I pray the Ether is only joking. I don't think she jokes. Okay, so we got one more. I really don't like this guy's personality. Master, just be safe. I'd like to ask you something. You didn't tell anyone that I'm a spy, right? I remember her. She told everybody that she's a spy. No, I didn't. Right. But why does everyone I meet ask me if the espionage is going well? So I bet there must be a spy. A spy who's spying. Oh God, that's cartoonishly crazy. That's not even, I don't even believe that's real. That to be that oblivious. Maybe they're spies spying on other spies. This, what comes, this puts me in a mind of that episode of Boondocks where they talk about there's unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know about, that's out there that we don't know about. That because that is like cartoonishly crazy. Master, I can't trust anyone now because this world is filled with spies. Who did you tell that you were a spy? Master, Rappy, Anus, Uni, Mihara, Sugar, Milk, Freema. Also, Signal, Delta, Bread, Solon, and Diesel. Not long ago, I told Rupee, Yon, Dollar, Exia Novel. So you have no clues. I want to say that too. Sometimes he hits the mark. Well, I would have been more. You have no clues whatsoever. You have no clues to who's telling people, who's telling your identity to others. Let this be a lesson about who you're telling your business to, people, because it's going to get back to you one way or another, especially if you're got no boundaries about who you're talking to about yourself. And then you're having this crisis like she is having right now. So that's the only part I will acknowledge is real about this. I got it. For the 11th time, there are spies around them. Master, let's go catch the spy. I'm quite busy. What's your more urgent finding spy? I'm studying more about firepower. I see what he did there. I see. If you're studying firepower, there's no way to go about it. Then we'll catch the spy later. Good luck with your study. that was just hilarious. All right, so
Would you like some?
let's get back to Velvet, because last time we were talking about Velvet and her insecurities, and I believe we were talking about how a lack of vulnerability can work against you, and sometimes it comes from a place of trauma. And in Velvet's case, her thing was, I've always been alone, so therefore that's how I live, because anyone else would be a risk.
You asked for this, and I thank you for it. Now we must focus our attacks. Almost done.
Oh, that one has quite a bit of
More
HP.
time.
That's all right. My girl has an automatic. Or a Gatling gun, rather.
I did it. It's all thanks to Rom's backup.
Let's see. Let's enter. That's the 9. Oh, I don't think I can continue in the story. Oh, that's a rip. Oh, yes, we can. Let's go over the situation first. When did she change? Among the customers, there are some who are trying to gather information on Velvet and on us as well. So far, they haven't made any of the other moves. But once they've gathered enough information, there's no telling how they might act. Right, in special operations, information gathering is basically everything. You can spend ages preparing and plotting routes, while the actual execution takes only a few moments. Huh. Don't worry, Soda, we're still a long way from all that. Thanks to Velvet, they probably haven't gathered much information at all. Sorry to interrupt. Yes, Master. Why are you dressed as a bunny girl? I'm curious too. Oh, that. It just felt right while we're having this conversation. I see. I don't see. I would ask. I just saw A wearing it. I just felt like wearing it. I would seriously question this. What is this? Is this a treat for your eyes? Anyway, back to the topic. That is not the point. Back to the topic at hand. As A pointed out, those guys have no choice but to proceed cautiously. Putting their amateurish methods aside, they haven't managed to gather much information. And besides, I even stepped in personally to stop them, remember? No matter how stupid they are bound to suspect that something's up. They'll assume there's something precious and important that we're hiding and protecting. Yes, from their perspective, not only does that leader of the Shades suddenly reappear, she also becomes affiliated with Master and starts working at the Maid Cafe. On top of that, every agent they sent to gather intel at the cafe was dealt with. Good point. So, the thing is, they're dealing with spies, apparently. And the thing is, Velvet wants to deal with them alone. So she went about it in a, I'm going to say, flirty manner. And left everyone out of the deal. But now she's more forthcoming to everyone in the staff and trusting them. Something that was hard for her because apparently she's been on a run for so long that she didn't believe she can trust anyone. And we were relating that to trauma because that's something that happens when it comes to people. And their trust issues and insecurity. Because when you've been isolated for so long and you have this mentality that I'm responsible for myself, I can't rely on anyone else for that, it develops this mentality of being self-sufficient, which in this case was Velvet's deal. Her thing was, I can't trust anyone. Even though she was working side by side with these people in a cafe, and she was going about it in a flirty way, which was affecting business, by the way, which was also a point of contention. It was affecting everyone else. She didn't care because it was protecting her. So we were touching on how her trauma was spilling over and upsetting the dynamic of her work environment, and also her bonds with the other Nikke, because they're all similar in that they're weaponized women and such. But that didn't matter to her until, cartoonishly, the main character had humored her to like, hey, let's try something different and see where it goes. Which, like I was saying, was a bit unrealistic, because it's hard to make a change like that. It's hard for a lot of people to change their routine suddenly and say, I've been isolated and alone for so long, so now I'm going to try doing the complete opposite and see where it goes. It takes work to get there, but it's possible. It's just in Velvet's case, they rushed it along for story purposes. I see that, but it takes time to get over that trauma, whatever it may be. Some people retain that mindset because they want to be responsible for themselves and don't want to be vulnerable. Some people simply don't know how to be vulnerable because that just escaped them in their life as they were growing up, because they might not have had the best upbringing. And some, it just might be easier for them. In Velvet's case, it's the trauma, and it was easy for her, as she was explaining. So, to simplify it, you have to connect with someone. A support system would be nice. In this case, Velvet is seeing that she is having a support system in other Nikkes. And I'm guessing the bunny suit is in solidarity, because I don't see no other reason why they suddenly just dress up other than fan service. They're probably starting thinking this place is a base of operations, a base for Shade's new beginning. Also, a cafe being the hideout for a secret organization is a classic setup. Is it though? Does that mean those weird customers will keep coming? Well, if we keep playing along, something's bound to happen. They're not sending these agents here for fun. Eventually, they'll probably resort to more aggressive tactics. Don't worry too much. In the middle of the arc, there's a limit to how aggressive they can be. And I'm here, aren't I? Yes. Confidence, I love it. Plus, if they use aggressive methods, they'll inevitably expose their weaknesses. Both sides lack information, but if we target those weaknesses, we can make things work somehow. All done. Coco, who has been drawing in her sketchbook this entire time, puts down her colored pencil. I've drawn up an operation plan. Really? As your senior officer, I shall take a look. Senior officer? You're officially joining the Covert Op, aren't you? That makes me your senior and you my junior. Oh. Velvet smiles and takes Coco's sketchbook, her eyes widening slightly when she looks at it. This isn't bad. You got talent. I've been practicing. Great, we'll go with this. Huh? Well, I'll fine-tune a few things, but the overall plan works as is. Velvet spreads the sketchbook open. The drawings and wobbly handwriting lay out the plan, and you can make out the general outline of the operation. This will actually work, really? Of course. This is a maid cafe, right? So, Velvet slowly begins to take off her bunny girl outfit. We'll handle it the way maids do. I'll just step out for a moment. Yeah.
Pop, let's go!
All right.
Wait
Back
a
to
moment.
the action.
It'll end soon.
We need more time.
This is going on at home.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Stage.
No need to fear. Litter is here. We need more time.
I'm going to be ending the stream shortly
Going on a bit long.
because, like I said, at 9:45, I'm going to start getting to work, which is 9:45. But with the 5 minutes left, thank y'all for joining. And of course, I'm going to pause
One more
things here.
victory for Bolt and me.
So I don't want to pause things here, but I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna pause things here. So thank y'all for joining. We'll pick up again and talk more about our question of the day. Our next question of the day, rather, because that's it on this question of the day. What do you owe yourself? I owe myself patience. I owe myself some credit as a therapist. I'm not going to lie on that. And I hope y'all have gotten some perspective on what you owe yourself as well, because I'd love to see y'all back here and we have some more question days. And I also would like y'all to be back here and we talk more about trauma and insecurity, because it looks like there's more to the story. And I'm looking forward to see how it wraps up. And if y'all have any more games to suggest for me to play, especially games that have to do a lot with emotion and communication and emotional regulation, communication, as well as anything mental health related, feel free to let me know. I'll play them and you'll hear me give commentary on things, because I like to talk about our favorite fandoms and video games through a psychological lens. So anything y'all have, feel free to pitch it to me. My DMs are open. My Discord is open. My Facebook is there, as well as any other media you can find me on. And like I said, now I'll be streaming on YouTube, so my streams will appear there as well. So I look forward to seeing y'all more, okay? Y'all have a great Monday, and I will see y'all on Wednesday.